Okay, crawler hauler part 2. I wasn't even gonna make a part 1, but figured what the hell, you know, and shoot, 40,000 views in like 6 days. So hopefully I can answer a few questions right out of the gate here, and then we're gonna get into, we're gonna build some steps and storage, and we're gonna wire it into the trailer, like the camper into the trailer, splice all that together so it's kind of seamless, you know, just plug it into the truck and everything works. So, yeah, just kind of freestyling here, I guess. So first thing, guy asked me how I tied it down, because I think we probably didn't show in the video it actually bolted or tied down. So they're just regular old truck camper tie downs. The front ones, I believe, have springs in them, and we just drilled a hole right in the frame of the trailer, and yeah, super simple. Same thing back here. This is only like 1/8 inch material, so I'm not too excited about that. So I think I'm gonna weld like a weld washer or some kind of doubler plate just to get a little more thickness. I doubt it would rip through, but I like to do everything kind of overkill. So I don't know, what else was there? Yeah, these jacks kind of suck. They're not 2-speed, so it's kind of hell trying to get it off the truck because the camper's 4,000 pounds. Even though they state on the website they should lift 10,000. I don't know. I think they're full of grit from when they sandblasted it, honestly. But I greased them up and they still kind of suck. So I think I'm going to take these caps off and take a peek in there. But what else we got left to do? We got to do the exhaust. So we got to cut a little hole under there and then slip that up in there with a clamp. And then I bought another piece to extend it out to the end of the trailer. Finding 1¼ inch exhaust pipes, kind of tough, not gonna lie. So, yeah, there's the pipe. So we'll probably get a hole saw or something later and drill a hole up through there. And then this is our quick connect propane. So we'll have to screw that up somewhere so we can plug our barbecue in. Finger in front of the camera there. Yeah, let me know in the comments how you guys are tying your trucks down. So I've never had 2 trucks tied down together on a trailer to where there's not enough room to like run, you know, straps. So I'm thinking about running them like from the axle to the inside, maybe, like instead of going, you know, forward, going inside. I don't know. And I've looked at some different stuff online, like the ones that go around the tires. I don't know. Let me know how you guys are doing it. Just curious. So, because I would like to get this out towards the end of this video, maybe get it out and get both trucks loaded on there just to see how everything fits. So, here's the camper wiring. We mounted a junction box right here. We've got the camper wired into that. So what I got to do now is I've got tons of extra length on this. So it comes back here, down here. So I'm going to end up, I'll cut this up kind of high so I have enough room to get it up in here in the J box. And then I can pull some of this down farther. And that way when we plug in to the trailer, we got camper lights, we're charging batteries while we're towing. It's all wired in together. God, these Diamond Cs are pretty cool. Got the spare swing down spare tire mount. Pretty awesome. Oh, the other thing is, the trailer came with these lights, but they need battery power to run them. So that'll be cool when we're all spliced into the camper. We'll be able to turn those lights on too. I don't know how useful they'll be, but kind of in a goofy spot for having a camper on there. So I just realized that I screwed something up. This is actually supposed to be there. That's funny. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna change that. I lucked out with the sewer drain. That's still in a good spot. That way we can spill turds all over the deck of the trailer. So that's cool. Yeah. My wife loves this thing. She's she's on a weird work schedule right now, so she's been sleeping in this because she's been getting up at like 4 a.m. and I work night shift, and so I don't go to bed till like midnight. So, but yeah, she's been digging it. I've had the heat on out here all week. She's been coming out here and crashing. I'm kind of jealous. Gets away from the dogs and all the noise. So anyway, I think first things first, I'm gonna start fabricating a step. I've got a bunch of old aluminum laying around. I think I'll fab one that'll drop into the stake pockets, and then we can just lift it out and maybe store it under the side. I've seen guys do like the ones that swing up, but we're gonna have a 43-inch truck tire right there, or buggy tire. So we're not gonna be able to do any kind of flip up fancy. So yeah, I wish I would have bought a RV cover that was 5 feet longer, but that's all right. Nothing ever works out for me, I feel like. Yeah, you can see this side we got a, opposing that other one I got coming back to here. That's hilarious. I just noticed that. All right, I'll quit rambling. We'll okay. I actually found some aluminum stake pocket material in the rack, so that's cool. That one's needs a little work. It's not sitting down all the way. So okay, there's our start. So now we just got to come up with something that goes over the top and down, and then I've got some channel. We can run some channel at an angle down, kind of like a stair stringer. Yeah, I think I've only got like 4-inch channel, which isn't very wide for a step, but we're trying to do this at 0 cost, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Okay. So, like I said, we're doing this all out of what I got in the rack, which ain't much. It's just, all I got's like a bunch of channel. So, that's what it's gonna look like. 30 inches wide. It's really wide, way overkill, but that's what I gotta have to catch the stake pockets. So we just drop those two in there. We cut the side of a piece of channel off. We'll weld the bottoms on there, and then we'll do a couple of, I guess you call them stringers. I don't know, I'm not a carpenter. 36 inches down to the ground, had a, I don't know, a little bit of an angle. And then we'll have to use some more of this 4-inch channel. Maybe it's 3-inch, I think it's 3-inch channel for steps, which is a little narrow, but it'll work. It'll get us in and out of there. I'm trying not to go buy anything. It's Sunday and I kind of want to just get her done. So we'll get those welded up, then we'll come back out here and drop that in, then we'll figure out our angle and our length for the two pieces going down. Okay, we got our stringer thingies. I cut them at the wrong angle at the bottom, so we got to recut those, which sucks because now they're all tacked on, but this is what you got to do when you have only 180 amp stick machine and all your aluminum's like 1/4 inch. But with a little preheat, it does okay. We got parts going on the saw. So we'll get our 2 steps welded in there, and then we'll go test fit this baby. Okay, let's call this one a rough draft. Now I think we'll use it. It works pretty good. A couple things I screwed up on. I got one of the angles wrong by a couple degrees, but you almost can't even tell. I don't think I'm gonna waste the time cutting it and moving it like 2 degrees. The other thing I probably should have done is the trailer's up on the jack right now, and when it's on the truck it might be a little lower, but I've got 5 inches to work with, so if it sits up a little high, it would have been cool to hinge this and just leave it a little long, so like whatever elevation you're at, it would kind of just self-level. But I didn't really want to put that much effort into it, and I didn't have any piano hinge or really anything to build that out of, so we'll just kind of see how this goes. But nice and strong. I'll put some grip tape on the steps. It does needs a handle. I think I got some square tube in there. Maybe we'll make a little handle, something to grab onto. I could move it over one more and You could use this ladder as a handle. Maybe that'll be key. But a little more fine tuning, put some grip tape on it, figure out if we can do a handle or not, and then we'll call that a win and move on to the next thing. Okay, steps done. Some little grip tape on there. Get this handle. Actually, I pocketed this down through there, and then I made some shims on the bottom side so it doesn't go, doesn't move too much. And that way, if you lift this out, then you can drop the rod back down through and store it separately. So this thing isn't, didn't add 3 feet to this thing. So yeah, works pretty good. Nice and easy to get up on the trailer now. No more stupid little stool. Okay, on to the next task. Another beautiful morning. Sun's trying to come out. Or it's out. There's just too many damn trees up here. Okay, our next task on the crawler hauler build is we're gonna get the camper spliced into the trailer. So we got our junction box installed, we got the the camper hooked up. So now we got a ton of extra length on this. So loosen all these clamps up, and we're gonna pull this back a little bit so that I can cut this kind of up in here so there's enough length to get it into the junction box, and then we'll basically just splice it in. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, probably don't need to show exact every wire color. It's pretty self-explanatory. I think white is ground. The big red is probably 12-volt charge, and you got your yellow and green should be turn signals. Brown should be running lights, and I think they're using red as reverse lights. I'm not really sure. I'll probably have to jump power to it and see what turns on. So, but yeah, I'll probably verify these circuits. I'll just take an alligator clip or a chunk of wire and just jump power and just see what comes on. But that'll be nice because then we plug into the truck, everything's charging, and we get some extra lighting on the trailer, clearance lights and all that stuff. So yeah, that'd be cool. And then these will work because we'll be picking up battery voltage off of the camper because there's no battery in the trailer. But yeah, we'll get clearance lighting up there. Should work pretty slick. Okay, we got our cable split. We got it pulled about a foot back to re-zip tie all that. We ended up having to move our battery. Our breakaway battery was over here. We moved it over here to get a little more length on the wiring. We had to cut our breakaway switch, so we'll have to lengthen those wires. It never ceases to amaze me. Like, I thought this, I mean, for the most part, the trailer's pretty good. But like, they had this ground wire sandwiched between this plastic box right here on this painted surface, and the bolt was loose, and it's like, really, guys? Come on. Like, one more hole, clean some paint off. Like, I don't get it. Like, I know it's production unit, whatever, however you want to justify your shit work, but do better. So yeah, it'll work out pretty good though. Still got plenty of length. We'll get this tightened back down, hook up all the breakaway switch. We'll make a new ground, and we'll tape and zip tie all this up, and then we'll just be down to verifying our circuits. Made a little jumper so we can jump power to different wires and see what lights come on, just to double check, because you never know with these trailer guys. I've had them use yellow for running lights, which is supposed to be brown, and all kinds of different things. So yeah, we're getting there. Hey Diamond C, this is what a proper ground looks like. See how we clean the paint off? And then we take a little bit of this. Wow. What'd that take? 2 minutes? Well, this is why we test. So I got my jumper going from power to yellow. Yellow would normally be a turn signal, yellow or green. Come back here to see which turn signal we got on. Oh no, we got reverse lights on. Like, and that's Arctic Fox. It's like, really? Like, you're like one of the best. What the fuck is wrong with the world today? Yellow. Like, what the fuck? Come on. Brown, this should be running lights. Let's see if you can get one of these right. I don't see any running lights on. Oh boy. Oh, brown, we got a right turn. Really? That's awesome. Okay, fail again. Take that off the brown. Let's try the green. See what they fucking did for green. Oh, green. Green is tail lights, running lights. Green should be a left or a right turn. This is why we test, people. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, we're all done. So, yeah, verified every circuit. Everything's hooked up. So I think I'm gonna keep this little jumper wire, or maybe I'll make one and stick it in here, a couple of short wire with a couple eyelets. That way, if you ever like lose your tail lights or something in the middle of the night, like if the truck has a problem, you just pull over and jam it on there, and at least you got running lights. I think that's a good idea. I think I'll cut a little chunk and leave it in there. So I got a wire jumped on there right now. So as you can see, all the trailer lights are on, running lights, and then we got all the running lights on the camper. All done, all buttoned up. That was like that, but yeah, pretty sanitary. Still unplug it if we want to. The other thing that's sweet is my lights work now. That's cool. Yeah, these things are all adjustable and shit. So I should probably store them like that so the glass doesn't get blown out of them. But yeah, boom. One more thing to leave on and kill the battery. Okay, well, we just recently partnered up with mytee products, MYTEE. They sent us a couple products to try out for our new crawler hauler build. So first thing we're going to unbox here is the over the tire ratchet straps. Everything came super fast, pretty well boxed. Also, we've got a discount code for you guys that we will link in the description if you guys want to check out some of their stuff on their website. It's just myteeproducts.com, I believe. I'll link it down in the description again. So these are going to work well with our trailer because our trailer has all the holes already drilled in it. First impression, yeah, super heavy duty. Everything's zinc coated. These are, yeah, working load limit 4,000 pounds of strap, braking 12. Right on. I'll try to get you guys the SKU number for these. And let's see it actually on here. I'll link it in the description, but let's get these out. These are the 9-foot. I believe they sell all the way up to 16. So these are going to hook in your deck, go up and over your tire, and then back into the deck. So you're not wasting a whole bunch of space cross strapping. But yeah, really nice quality. Yeah, I like them. We'll go ahead and get a truck loaded up on the trailer, and we'll try these out. We'll get one strapped down. We're getting lazy, so we're just gonna see if we can do a little bit of rock crawl and get up on the trailer so we can test these things out. Should be. I'd only be worried about getting out. Just a touch passenger. Whoa. You want to be? Yeah, open the camper door and pull me up as far as I can with the door open. Okay. mytee products for the win. These are going to be awesome. These are going to work great. So, hooked in the deck, and that way when we got another truck behind here, we don't have like cross tie straps. We can literally just walk up on the trailer, throw it over the tire. We're not crawling around on the deck. These are going to be awesome. Highly recommended. mytee products. We'll link a code, like we said, down in the description. I think you get, what is it, 10% or $10 off? I can't remember. But yeah, if you guys are looking for a way to tie multiple rigs down on a trailer, that's what you need right there. You're on. Hanging off. The tire is slightly, but not like where it's touching. I won't be able to strap. Yeah. I could make little extensions. Yeah, I mean they're on the deck all the way. Where are those holes stop? I don't know. That's the thing. I mean, we could put another hole back there if there's not one. Yeah. Or do some kind of D-ring. We could always put a D-ring right there and hook into it. That's the setup right there, boys. Fuck that old motorhome. Now if the old Dodge will actually tow it, that'll be the next question. Let's see if we can get out now. Easy. There goes my eardrums. Okay, time to wrap this video up. So the last thing I think we'll do on the video is hook up the exhaust, which is super simple. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna drill a hole in the deck. We've got it marked. Super fun. We'll right angle to get our pilot in there, and then we'll have to lay down underneath and go up from underneath with a hole saw, and then we're just gonna have to drop it all the way down and underneath the frame, and then yeah, figure out how to secure it. So, because we can't go, I don't want to drill through the frame, so. Okay, now we'll go underneath and go up from the bottom with the hole saw. Oh, so much metal. So, it's got a little extension on there to get down low enough to go into the frame. And then we'll weld an extension on here to get out to the, kind of out to the edge of the frame. And we'll angle it way back too, so it's not just exhausting right on the side of the camper. So, all right, we'll get welding and then we'll go do some more fitting. All right, we are into the trailer. There's our hole. We're coming down through there. We're gonna put a twist in this little guy and then a couple bolts right to that cross member. And then she comes right out underneath the trailer and kind of angles back. So should work until it doesn't. We got our little quick disconnect for our grill or whatever, fire pit, and then there's the top side picture, exhaust going down through the deck, and then kind of just right below it's kind of angled back. We'll end up, I need to order one more clamp. It's just a little looser than I would like. I don't want it to vibrate off, so yeah, that's about it. The other thing I think we'll do in a future episode, I've been seeing a lot of these guys using electric, like Harbor Freight electric winches, and putting like a sprocket on these and mounting the winch right here. Just a cheap way of doing a power winch setup, because that thing is brutal to crank up. And I do have a little 4,000 pound super winch that I have no use for. So okay, I think that's gonna do it. We're gonna cut this one off here. Still waiting on boxes. Haven't really decided. I've been looking for some used ones, but I haven't really decided what we're gonna go with there yet.